Hey guys, so I'm going to do a bit of a different video today, and I think it's really important for someone like me who is of an ethnic minority to also raise these concerns, because it is now a legitimate issue and it's getting out of control, okay? And I'm talking about immigration reform in this country and the current administration that's going to be running it for the next 4 years in the form of Keir Starmer and his bunch of, I'm not going to say what they are. Anyway, just remember that 80% of people, including those that didn't go to the voting ballot boxes those days, did not vote for this man, okay? I think it's really important to see someone like me raise concerns about immigration problems in this country, because now I think that's where you have to draw the line, okay? This is a British country, okay? And we instill British values here. Now, if you have an issue with that, don't come here, right? It's that simple. Don't come here. If you don't learn the language properly and you don't speak English properly, and I can't understand a single syllable you say, don't come here. It's that simple. If you don't want to abide by British law and respect the culture that you're in first before indoctrinating your own, fuck off. Sorry, I have to say it quite literally the way it is being said. It's getting out of control. And I think it's very important for someone like me, who is half white, half black. Okay, the Caucasian side of my family goes all the way back before Britain was Britain. It's Germanic immigration. So yeah, far back, okay? And obviously my black side is sub-Saharan African, Nigerian. If you do not respect the culture in this country, don't come here. We need to clamp the hammer down now. And I think I speak for a lot of people that have just had enough. Okay, that's why we saw so many people voting reform. Obviously, because of the way the voting system works, doesn't work in our favor. It protects the existing administrations that they're in. My concern about this is that we've got two incompetent parties, right, in the form of Conservative and Labour. Those of you that voted for either of those parties, you haven't done your homework. When you go and buy something and it doesn't taste good or doesn't look good or doesn't act right or do something, you don't keep buying the same thing. You try something new, yeah? Which is why you got, what was it, 13 to 14 million plus people that voted for reform. So if we did it based on proportional voting, we would have 93 seats in Parliament right now, but we only got 3 or 4. So yeah, completely messed up. That's so messed up. My issue is with this, right, is that we're too soft. We politicize the police where we can't have stop and search properly, and we can't call a spade a spade. That's what's going on. It's so important that people like me of color come forwards and say, look, this isn't a white problem. This is just a problem in general. It needs to stop. If you don't like the way we do things in this country, which is a Christian nation / Catholic to a degree, fuck off. Read my lips. Fuck off. It's that simple. If you don't like the way we do things here, fuck off. Okay? I'm sorry, but in the last 2 weeks, I've had police down the street chasing from what I can only describe as someone screaming some language I don't understand, okay? I saw a woman being assaulted and having a bag stolen, trying to get stolen the other week by a guy that clearly was not from here. Very, very clearly. It doesn't take rocket science to work that out. This immigration issue is causing, and I live in a very safe area, which is why I've never heard so many police sirens in the past 2 months. It's insane. We've got approval for 100,000 immigrants this year. And if those of you that haven't seen this, there's a load of immigrants recently that's been going viral online, on TikTok especially, in Italy, trying to get through to get here. No. I'm sorry, but we need to clamp the hammer down. And if anything, we need to take a leaf out of France's book and protest this properly. I saw an anti-British protest on Oxford Street the other day. Anti-British. What the fuck are these people doing here? What are you doing here? Get out of my country. If you don't like the way we do things, fuck off. Like, what the hell is going on? I don't understand, like, all this displacement of nonsense. Like, these people need to go. Like, it's that simple. I'm sorry, but enough is enough. If you don't like the way we do things in this country, get out of my country. It's that simple. If you don't respect the law here, look, there's a saying called when in Rome, okay? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. If you don't like the way things are done, go somewhere where it relates to your values or it correlates properly. You don't come here and enforce your way of thinking on my countrymen and women of all ethnicities that respect British law. If you don't like the way we do things here, get out. Get out. It's that simple. We need to really clamp the hammer down here, people, because enough is enough. It's getting ridiculous. We've got too many woke ideologies that is destroying the structure of this country. We are literally living in a failing state right now. This is a failed state. We've got a mayor of London, okay, that is basically like destroying everything that is London. He's stopping working class people from traveling in. He's making it more and more difficult. He's expanding ULEZ. We're going to have 15-minute cities by the end of the year. It's too much. No one wants this. How he got re-elected, I don't know, unless he's finding out a way to get some of these immigrants to vote for him. Well, I know he's getting a lot of the Muslim vote. I know that. But apart from that, I don't understand who else is voting for this man that is making it absolutely chaotic to live in London. I don't understand it. I'm sorry, but you've got to have some kind of line here. We have to draw a line in the sand somewhere. We can't just be, British culture is now everything and anyone. By the way, just to make it clear, who said that multiculturalism and diversity was going to have a positive outcome? Yeah, didn't think that was going to come out of my mouth, did you? Who said that would have a positive outcome? I think to a degree, every country must have a line that has to be drawn. We can't just have free this, do what you want, blah, blah. No, it doesn't work. There has to be structure. And if there's no structure, you will see the castle fall down. It's that simple. And on top of that, when you've got a mayor of London going, Salam Alaikum. No disrespect to my Muslim brothers and sisters out there, but I'm sorry. This is a Christian and Catholic nation first. I'm sorry. If you don't like that, then go to a Muslim-run country. Go to an Islamic nation. You're not going to come here and, this is a Catholic Christian country. You're not going to change that. It's not going to happen. There'll be civil uprising before that happens, my friend. Trust me. That's not going to happen. And I'm sorry, but most people that respect British law will agree with me, whether they're Muslim or not. I don't care. My point is that this is England. Respect our culture first. That's how we do things here. If you don't like it, fuck off. And to finish this whole thing off, let me just say, raise the Union Jack. Raise the fucking Union Jack, man. Fucking hell. Seriously, at this point, we've gotten to a point where somehow, I don't know if it's from the Blair administration, somewhere there, it was considered racist to have a British flag, to have a Union Jack. Somehow they've managed to make it seem racist if you hold up a Union Jack flag and you're part of like National Front or something, or you're extreme right. No. This is a time where we need to raise the fucking flag. We need to raise the Union Jack. We need to get rid of this stigma associated with having a Union Jack flag, planted in your front lawn. My neighbor has one. And you know what? To a degree, there was a point where I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. But now I'm like, no. This is the time where we need to raise the fucking Union Jack and remind people of where they are. Seriously. I feel very patriotic about this because I think that we are seriously losing our value and our identity. And we need to claw it back. We really need to claw this back. And I think 4 years of this administration is going to force people so far right by the end of it. We're going to have, unfortunately, extreme right individuals coming out of the woodwork and taking advantage of people, which is what I'm also genuinely concerned about as well. We don't want to be swaying all the way over to the right because the vote wasn't proportionate this time round, which it wasn't. So I'll leave you guys with that. Raise the flag. I think that's the solution. Put the flag on your car, have it in your house, raise the flag, man. I think that's where we are right now. We really need to remind people of where they are and who we are and where we came from. And I'll leave it at that. But if you don't like the way we do things in this country, you have a problem with how we run this country, you don't like how British things are done, I've got 2 words for you. And I've already said it a few times already. Fuck off.